Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. Today I'm going to put out that olive branch. I don't even have an olive tree, so this is metaphorical. It's my hand. But it's an olive branch to Greg Sankey, and I want to apologize to him for being so hostile because now you've said a few things with which I agree, and one I don't, but we'll get to that. And I also want to apologize to Utah AD Mark Harlan. I've been hard on you in the past because you really botched the entry into the conference. Let's put it that way. But now you've said something I agree with. You know that meme when the most hated person says something you agree with? I don't hate them. I just kind of disagree with the way they approach things. But both of them have a new plan. It's the plan that I'll call the one that makes sense. So we've been going through this whole process. If you go to 16 schools, SEC and Big Ten want 4 guaranteed spots. Why? What? And this new plan is earth-shattering. So it's going to change everything. The 5 conference champions, the 4 power conferences and the 1 group of 5 champion, they get in. You know who fills out the rest of the field? At-large bids. That's right. 5 champions, 11 at-large bids. I think that's pretty much what the general public wanted. We don't want teams to be gifted spots because they're in a conference or not in a conference. I mean, what if the ACC and Big 12 in 5 years all of a sudden are kicking ass? I know, just go with me on this. And they need more spots. Well, in this plan, they can have them. But here's the problem. How do you do the selections of the 11 at-large bids? Because keep this in mind. Greg Sankey had no problem with anything until his teams didn't get in the championship, and now it's a problem. You see, when they have more pushback, in other words, more games to win to get there, they don't get there. And that doesn't make him happy. So we got to keep Greg Sankey happy. I think we all realize that we live in his world, and we kind of got to figure this out. So I've got some suggestions here to help him because he doesn't like the committee at all. Because they didn't do him enough justice last time, I guess. I don't know. But the committee, let's be honest, the committee's not delivering. They made some boneheaded choices, as committees will do. So here's 4 ways to approach this if you don't have that committee of ADs and stuff. I never understood it. I take retired football coaches from all over the country, different levels of play, but that's me. You have a computer. We're in the AI era. You just ask AI, who's the 11 best teams? And there it is. Just spit it right out. Want to see them? There goes AI. AI doesn't actually make that sound. That's me pretending to be AI if it made that sound. But for Greg Sankey, that AI will be at the University of Alabama. Yep. Or Georgia. Look, he doesn't have to get his way. You can pick between Alabama, Georgia, and he'll even throw in Tennessee. Okay? One of those 3 computer departments will come up with the AI. Second one is a collection of sports journalists. And I think we all know that it's obvious we know the most. And that makes a lot of sense. But this will be run by Paul Feinbaum because he's unbiased, according to Greg Sankey. The Feinbaum Committee is what it's called. You could have a fan poll. I know what you're saying. That would probably be unfair because you could stuff the ballot box. We're not talking about voting. We're talking about a committee of fans. And Greg Sankey would only allow you into the committee if your name was Bubba. The Bubba Committee. It's like the Feinbaum Committee, but with guys that have maybe a little chaw in. Maybe they're wearing the overalls with one untucked because that is sexy. I don't know. Let's put up a chart here. I did a little research. This may not be real. 98% of the nation's Bubbas are located here in the blue area. Those are the Bubbas. Now, I know what you're saying. You're thinking that this is SEC country. It's not. North Carolina's in there. They've got Bubbas too. Greg Sankey told me, don't worry, they'll be in the conference soon. I don't know what he meant by that. And then, of course, we just go with single expert. Pick the most knowledgeable person that would do the fairest, most equitable job of picking teams for the college football playoff? And of course, it's right in front of us. It's Greg Sankey. Problems solved. 5 plus 11 at large, and it's up to Greg Sankey. He'll like that.